Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 2024-2025 season launch video. I know that everyone joining us today does so in anticipation of the launch of this year's regional case set, and that will be live after this video is over. But before we get there, we have some very important announcements to make. First of all, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Leo Kirby, and this year I've taken over from Alex Richardson as the new director of the National High School Ethics Bowl. My professional background is in video game development, education software, and teaching, and I hope to bring some of the skills that I've learned in those fields to my role here as director. Alex created a sterling NHSEB program. It's polished and impactful, and it is truly an honor to be able to take the reins from him. I've had the opportunity to work with the NHSEB in various capacities for these last 4 or so years, and so I'm familiar with the program and with the incredible impact that it has on all of the people involved. The students of the NHSEB constantly amaze me with their insight and their commitment to constructive discussion. They, and high school students in general, are the inheritors and future leaders of our democracy. And so given what I have seen and what I've heard from them, from students of the NHSEB in past events, I'm confident that our future is in good hands. With that said, there is another new face here at the PAR Center as well. This year, Ray Ploger will be joining us as our graduate student RA. Ray is a third-year grad student in the philosophy department here at UNC, and they are interested in moral philosophy, philosophy of language, emotion, philosophy of action, practical reason, all things that make them a fantastic fit for their work here with us at the NHSEB. This fall, we're excited that Ray is going to be doing some really, really cool outreach work to bring ethics education to middle school students. And in addition, they've been involved in the creation of our case set, and they'll be helping with NHSEB outreach and events throughout the year. Moving on to some announcements, the most important one involves a change in our registration fees from previous years. You may have heard of this change at the end of the last season, but to remind you, in order to keep up with rising costs, this year we will be increasing the registration fees from previous years by about $50 per school during the initial registration period. Schools who register to participate in the NHSEB by November 1st, 2024, will be required to pay a $175 registration fee. Any school who registers late, that is after November 1st, will need to pay a registration fee of $250 this year. NHSEB HQ is committed to ensuring that no students are prevented from participating because of any kind of financial need. So therefore, financial assistance and fee waivers are both available for teams who qualify. For more information or to request a fee waiver, please contact us using the email that's on our website. I'm about to pass the mic over to a couple of our fantastic undergraduate fellows here at the PAR Center. But before I do, I'd like to say thank you to the NHSEB community and to the NHSEB Advisory Board. The advisory board, in addition to being existing members of the NHSEB community, go above and beyond to help with the creation of the case set, management of rules documents, and the development of new outreach opportunities. There are so many moving parts involved in making a national event like the NHSEB work, and it could not have the reach or the impact that it does without the incredible community of organizers, coaches, judges, and students who are all working so hard to make the program successful. So let me say thank you. Thank you to everyone who's involved in NHSEB for the work that you do to bring ethics education and discussion to students across the country. If you're returning to the NHSEB, welcome back. And if you're new, let me be the first to say that we're so glad to have you. I'm now going to pass things off to Susanna King and Elijah Parrish, who will provide you some more information on how you can stay connected with the NHSEB community and with how our case writing process works.
Hey everyone, I'm Susanna and I'm a senior at UNC studying philosophy and English, and I've been volunteering with the NHSEB since 2022. As with previous years, we will continue to host a community Discord where NHSEB participants, organizers, and volunteers can connect with each other and discuss the season. As we launch our season today, we invite you to join us in building a constructive and fun online space that will be used by NHSEB participants for years to come. When you join the server for the first time, you'll get a chance to familiarize ourselves with our community guidelines, and then a brief questionnaire will ensure that you're sorted into the right channels for your role and region. The Discord includes forums for structured discussion, features text and voice chat spaces for each role and channels for students to give feedback on their division to NHSEB representatives on the Student Advisory Council, and more. So to get started, please name your profile, introduce yourself in the general forum, and have a look around. And feel free to message our community moderation team in the Ask NHSEB channel with any feedback or questions you have. And we really look forward to hearing from you and keeping in touch. Next, every year we make members of our team at NHSEB available to the community through NHSEB Academy. There is an ever-present collection of resources for your teams to access, as well as schedulable coaching times with our fantastic undergraduate fellows here at UNC. And those online hours will be available later in the season, and we hope that you will join us to discuss cases in more detail. And lastly, we wanted to remind the community that every year we give our teams the opportunity to celebrate the coaches that work so hard to make NHSEB a success at their school. Nominations will open September 30th and will be accepted until March 21st. The winner will be announced at the 2025 NHSEB National Event, will receive special recognition from the NHSEB HQ, and will also receive a small honorarium to support their work. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Elijah. I'm a senior studying philosophy and math, and this is my 4th year volunteering with the Parr Center for Ethics. Today I just want to say a little bit about case writing as well as the upcoming case set and the student case competition. I've written a handful of cases that have appeared in past sets, and one of the cases I have in this upcoming set is called This Used to Be My Home. This case centers on some of the backlash from residents living in popular tourist destinations against what they regard as perhaps the undermining or the dissolution of their culture, their way of life, their community. I think something that I found really interesting about this topic when I was first coming up with the case is that it gives us the opportunity to interrogate a cultural practice that I think a lot of us sort of take for granted. Travel is generally regarded as, if not morally neutral, then morally good. It's an opportunity to see how different people live, interact with people from lots of ways of life, learn more about the world, and I think it's like because of these goods that come from travel, it's rarely interrogated. Rarely are those countervailing factors considered, and I think this is something really special about Ethics Bowl more broadly, is that it gives us the opportunity to interrogate through a moral lens these sorts of cultural practices that a lot of us take for granted. And I think this is a really cool thing about Ethics Bowl cases in general, is that cases really can come from anywhere. I know this case in particular, it was heavily inspired by news stories I had read. Lots of cases I know come from personal experiences or the experiences of friends. They can come from interesting conversations or things you discuss in class, books you read. Cases really are, they're hiding everywhere as long as you have your eye open to the morally salient features around you. On the subject of case writing, I think one piece of advice I'd give to aspiring case writers is you want to ask yourself, will this case lead to many different conversations? It's okay if people generally agree on the conclusions about your case. A case, it need not be contentious, it doesn't have to be controversial. But it shouldn't be predictable. There should be multiple layers, lots of nuances to pull apart, different questions to poke at. I mentioned this piece of advice because I'm very happy to announce this year's student case competition. And winners will be announced at our national event in the spring. And so those winners may even be considered for future case sets. I know one of the cases that was published last year was a phenotypic Prometheus, and that was a winner of 2 years ago's case competition. I think writing cases gives us the opportunity to consider the moral issues which matter most to us in our own lives, and we hope that you'll be able to submit cases to us this year. We will open the case submission portal September 30th, and we will accept submissions until February 28th, 2025. We look forward to seeing the cases you have for us, and now I will hand it over to Michael to talk about some of the research the PAR Center is doing with respect to the National High School Ethics Bowl program. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Michael Vasquez and I'm the Director of Outreach at the PAR Center for Ethics. At UNC, we're thrilled to kick off another exciting Ethics Bowl season. Each new case set provides a fantastic opportunity for meaningful dialogue, critical thinking, and growth. And this year, we're especially excited to announce one important initiative. The PAR Center is once again conducting an impact study on the National High School Ethics Bowl. As many of you know, this study has been supported over the past couple of years by the Templeton Foundation. Importantly, though, this is the last year of that grant supporting the study. It'll be the last impact study for the foreseeable future. We strongly encourage NHSEB schools to participate this year. The more participation we see, the better case we can make for future funding, and the more that we can do to continue to assess and improve this remarkable program. Participation is simple. Students complete 4 online surveys, each lasting around 15 minutes during week-long windows between October and December. And those can be completed in class, on the student's own time. Importantly, though, for the study, we need both National High School Ethics Bowl students and students at the same school who don't participate in NHSEB. So for any coaches watching, those non-NHSEB students, they can come from another class that you teach, another extracurricular that you oversee, whatever works best for you. For the schools that fully participate, they'll receive $350 at the conclusion of the study. If you're interested, if you want to learn more, if you have any questions, you should check out our landing page, which is go.unc.edu/NHSEB. Or you can just reach out to me directly by email to let me know you're interested or to ask any questions. And for those of you who know you're participating, you can get a head start right now on getting those parental consent forms completed. That form's available online on the study landing page, and you can start getting those completed straight away. So the first survey window opens on October 14th. There's plenty of time to get involved still. We'll hope you'll join us. We'll hope you'll get involved and help us spread the word. Happy ethics bowling.
Thank you to everyone for your updates. Finally, there are a few new appointments to the NHSEB's Student Advisory Council. The Student Advisory Council serves as a way for us to keep student voices at the center of the NHSEB activity. It's always a joy to work with student members of the Advisory Council, and I hope that if you are interested in doing so in the future, that you will sign up when our applications go live next summer. This year, 2 new students will be joining 2 existing members who have been reappointed to the Council for 2024-2025, and those students' names will be announced on our website very, very early next week. I hope you'll all keep an eye out for that announcement post when it goes live. And now, at this time, the regional case set will have been uploaded to our website. I hope you will all enjoy the cases that we have prepared for you this year. And once again, I'd like to thank you all for the work that you do and for joining us as we launch the 2024-2025 NHSEB season. I wish you all the best of luck, and I cannot wait to see what this year has in store.